We just finished watching Warriors versus Celtics Game 3. At the end, Warriors lost to the Celtics. They're down 2-1 in this series. And in this game, Golden State Warriors face harsh referee environment, especially against Steph Curry. What Steph Curry can do in the last game. In one quarter, he exploded and essentially took the game away. Referee knew this too. Within expectation, main referee Forrester paid close attention to Steph Curry. He got caught fouled really fast coming into the game, and they're touch fouls. If those are real fouls, if the same standards apply throughout the rest of the game, I feel like pretty much all of the players in both teams can foul out. And it's hard to say that this wasn't somewhat controlled. However, I do think referee environment being harsh, this is only one aspect why Golden State Warriors lost the game. The other more important factor is that the game planning. They should already expect this level of environment coming into the TD Garden. Obviously, they're going to face a big adversity. They're going to face harsh environment. This is not their home court. And if you watch the entire playoff, when people have home court advantage, they really have home court advantage in terms of how the ref called the game. So this is a harsh environment Warriors has to expect and prepare for. If they're prepared enough, they should be on high alert on how they play defense, not even giving the ref a chance to call the foul. Steph Curry obviously is being targeted by the Celtics. Even if Celtics can score a few points on Curry, you really want to make sure that Steph plays sufficient time and he's not bothered by getting into foul trouble. That's how they can have a chance to make a comeback. Otherwise, they're just digging too deep of a hole for themselves by having too many fouls. Even though they can go nuclear on the third quarter, it's hard to win a game like that. So there's two aspects to this. One is the harsh referee environment. Two is Warriors didn't game plan sufficient enough. More importantly, Warriors is just too religious on using their big triangle, Splash Brothers and Draymond Green. I feel like during the playoffs, especially during finals, every game is vital, more than vital. As a coach, they just really have to be more flexible. They cannot just use player based on their seniority. They play in the team longer, they're more veteran, more power in the huddle, then they get more playing time. Warriors big triangle, they're no longer in 2018. Their ability on court are not increasing. In this series, if they don't play well, especially they don't have a favorable matchup, then it will be a big disadvantage if you continue to put him on the court. Compress his time on the court, just really cannot play these players based on how long they play in the team, how more of a veteran they are, things like that. It should be the person who plays better. Draymond Green in last game, if they won, seemed to got quite some praise from the media. The media seems to think he agitated the Celtic player and impacted their mental, things like that. But this is only a very small portion of the game. If you think about it, who deserved more of a credit in Golden State's interior player? Obviously, Kevon Looney. When he was in the game, he was plus 24. During that Golden State comeback, Kevon Looney contributed big time in crucial moments. Draymond Green, on the other hand, was doing a whole bunch of things on court, but his plus and minus was plus 7. What that means is when Draymond Green was on the court, they actually won less points than the team eventually won. So when he was on the court, is it more of a positive or negative impact? You judge that yourself. You put him on the court at the fourth quarter. As of this game, they were down only by 4 points. The harsh referee environment supposedly is over. At that time, if Coach Kerr was more decisive and hardcore, play Kevon Looney, not playing players based on his seniority, but based on how well they played. You play Kevon Looney more. Don't sleep on Kevon Looney. I feel like he has some good threats in low post. You remember the first possession of the game? He opened up with a dream shake. It was against two defenders, 1 versus 2. Draymond Green didn't have that ability. He does not have that ability in the low post to score. No matter how much you feed him down low, he cannot finish that well. He has to force the pass outside. If that's the case, why do you play him so much in crucial moments? He wants to call split action or rolled in or do some simple pick and roll, create some space for his teammate for catch and shoot. It's almost impossible against this Celtics defense. If he wants to shoot or he wants to roll in, Celtics essentially leave him wide open. They don't even care about him. But whatever the case is, all I'm saying is that if you play Kevon Looney more, Golden State Warriors shouldn't only score 11 points in fourth quarter. 11 points, that's just way too low. What is the root cause? Draymond Green, brother. He sucks a lot of space and he plays like a spy in the team. People might mention his defense. He plays good defense, hard defense against the Celtics team, which is true. But Celtics have a lot of young athletic guys. Nobody's really scared of him. They just jump high, meet him at the top, and just bully their way in. They really just couldn't protect the rim. He couldn't protect the rim that well either here. Might as well just try Kevon Looney, right? At least with his height advantage, just by standing in there in the low post, he has a better chance of getting the rebound. Warriors almost was out-rebounded a lot too. If Steve Kerr plays his player based on performance rather than seniority, like whoever plays better actually gets to play more in crunch time. Let them earn their minutes on court. Warriors have much better chance that way. If Kerr Kerr still insists on playing whoever plays longer, who's more of a veteran, this series is going to be really tough for them. How do you win during crunch time when Steph Curry and Klay Thompson got both their hands tied up? Cut the tie for them. Celtics have a lot of great defensive players. They play tough defense, solid defense. And then they switch on almost everything. Draymond Green, if he really wants to just do some simple dribble handoff, create space, simple pick and roll, it's virtually impossible to create effective offense for Splash Brothers. They gotta get him off the court. So why do you even want him on the court so much? At this moment, this is a bigger test for Steve Kerr. Honestly, if Kerr learned the lesson from the Grizzlies series and used personnel more effectively, it's not gonna be this horrendous in the fourth quarter. So next game, let's see if Golden State can play something different, more flexible. They really cannot be so pedantic and stale in their strategy. They have to start the game with 2 centers. Why do they need to do that? You know that with 1 big man, 4 smalls, you play better. Why do you start the game every time with 2 centers? Why? You're digging a hole for yourself. If the hole is too big, it's very hard to make a comeback. If they knew that 1 big man and small man is a better approach, why don't we just start with that? I'm honestly asking. I hope Golden State Warriors can make some change. I feel like this game, they deserve to lose. There's no much excuse. You cannot really blame the referee. This is to be expected. The inflexibility combined with the wrong personnel use cost Warrior this game. Frankly speaking, Splash Brothers both played really well this game, but what a wasted effort. What a shame.